Hello, I'm Phoenix Police Chief Jerry Williams. You're about to see video footage and other information regarding a critical incident in our community. Investigations of these incidents often require officers to talk with multiple witnesses, view hours of footage, and examine a great deal of forensic evidence. This thorough investigative process takes time. While the investigative process is underway, we want to release as much information to the community as possible so you can understand the details of the incident as we currently understand them. The information may change as the investigation develops. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
Hello, my name is Sergeant Maggie Cox of the Phoenix Police Department's Public Affairs Bureau. The information, audio, and visuals you are about to see are intended to provide details of an officer-involved shooting incident as we currently understand them that occurred on Friday, August 30th, 2019 at 8:10 in the morning. Conclusions about whether the actions of the officers are consistent with department policy and the law will not be made until all facts are known and the investigation is complete. This video may contain strong language as well as graphic video and images, which may be disturbing to some people. Viewer discretion is advised. Detectives assigned to the Fugitive Apprehension Investigations Detail were following up on a homicide investigation from 2 weeks earlier. Our Fugitive Apprehension and Investigations Detail, which we refer to as FADE, is made up of plainclothes detectives driving unmarked vehicles. One of their duties includes arresting suspects wanted for violent crimes. These officers had not been assigned body-worn cameras at the time of this incident. In this case, a FADE sergeant and 2 of his detectives were in the area of 39th Avenue and Buckeye Road looking for a homicide suspect. The suspect's been identified as 51-year-old Rene Enriquez Reese. FADE detectives saw Reese drive away in a cream-colored Cadillac. They attempted to conduct a traffic stop at 51st Avenue in Buckeye, but he took off at a high rate of speed. The FADE detective stopped following, and instead the Phoenix Police helicopter followed, providing the suspect's direction of travel over the radio. Reese stopped near 87th Avenue, just north of Van Buren, where FADE detectives tried to move in on the car. At that time, the suspect rammed the FADE sergeant's unmarked truck. Despite extensive damage to his car, Reese drove westbound onto Van Buren Street. It's at this point that surveillance video from the post office on Van Buren Street captures Reese driving by. This is the only known surveillance captured from any nearby businesses related to this incident. Seconds after this video, the damage to Reese's car made it undrivable. Armed with a gun, Reese jumped out of his car, ran through stopped traffic, and attempted to take a vehicle at gunpoint. In an effort to prevent the carjacking, one of the FADE detectives used his vehicle to stop Reese's actions, preventing him from gaining access to the driver's SUV or hurting that driver. The carjacking victim drove his vehicle forward, and Reese fell to the ground. Then a second FADE detective approached Reese. Reese raised his handgun and fired at the detective. The detective returned fire, striking Reese. The following radio transmission captures the time from the point the FADE sergeant's vehicle was rammed until the shooting occurred. You will hear police radio codes, which allow for rapid communication during critical incidents. Police call signs are a combination of letters and numbers used by law enforcement to identify themselves on the radio. 245 is code for aggravated assault. 998 is code for an officer-involved shooting. You'll also hear the term interdiction. This is a term we use when authorizing force to stop a suspect while in a vehicle.
All right, let's not roll into the neighborhood with him there and let the area call it.
All right, he is westbound 2 streets north of Van Buren from 85th.
All right, let's point this neighborhood here and see where you feel Bill out. Area is he still slow rolling?
15, yeah, he's very slow. He's going westbound still. He's going to be coming up to about 87th. Stop sign at about 87th here. He has stopped. He's backing up. Almost looks like he's parking. He's readjusting himself on the curb here. 2 streets north of Van Buren. He's facing westbound on the north curb at the stop sign.
Which can do I have? Is there a room to lock him in?
Vehicle subject is out of the vehicle. He has tan pants, black shirt. He is standing by the driver's door.
Let's not close on him. Let's let him get away from the vehicle before we move.
He is trying to get back into the car. There's somebody in the yard to the north of him. He's back into the vehicle. Close the door. He's away.
He just rammed my car here. He's southbound.
All right, he is back westbound on Van Buren from about 87th. Westbound Van Buren.
Went forward to 80. Was that intentional? Was that 245 or what? 245. Just rammed it.
All right, he just took out a school crossing sign. He is westbound still, curb lane on Van Buren.
I'm forward to 15. I can stop him. Interdiction authorized. Yeah, 10-4 Mike. After that 245 on 80. Interdiction's authorized.
He's got heavy traffic. He may have lost a tire, guys. It looks like the tread just came off. He might be missing it. Out of the vehicle. He's getting out of the car. He is running northbound. Westbound. He is trying to carjack somebody. He is getting into the passenger side of a white SUV.
Five four. We're gonna have a 998 out there. It looks like the suspect is down. The white SUV that he was trying to carjack. Still 23. It's pulled off. We'll check welfare on them in just a second.
Where is our 998?
That driver is out of the SUV walking towards you guys.
Where is our 998?
Stab 80. Suspect's down. We have multiple shots fired. Roll fire this way, please. 1054. 91st Avenue in Van Buren, just west of Tulsa.
958, I copy. 91st Avenue, Van Buren, confirming scene secure, fire enter.
The following photographs were taken after the incident. We share these photographs with you now to help illustrate the events related to this incident. Here's an aerial photograph of the scene afterwards. The vehicle of the carjacking victim is the white SUV located at the far left. The victim drove to this point during the incident. The images of the fade vehicles are blocked out to protect their use for future police operations. Reese's vehicle is located here. You can see the damage to his vehicle caused when he hit the fade sergeant's vehicle and drove over the school sign during this critical incident. This photograph is the victim vehicle. You can see the damage to the driver's side panel. The suspect tried to forcefully break into the passenger side door, banging his gun against the window and pulling so hard on the handle it snapped off. This is a close-up of the vehicle used to prevent the suspect from carjacking the SUV. This is a photograph of the detective's truck tire that was struck during the exchange of gunfire between the suspect and detective. This is a picture of the revolver Reese fired at the detective seen in the roadway. This is that same handgun. Following the shooting, detectives began life-saving measures on Reese and continued until the fire department arrived. Reese was transported to a local hospital where he died. There were no reported injuries to detectives, the carjacking victim, or any members of our community. The officer that discharged his duty weapon is a 20-year veteran of the Phoenix Police Department. Thank you for watching.